This is 2018 Infiniti Q50 Redsport. It being Redsport, it has 400 horsepower and almost 380 pound-feet of torque. So expectations are quite high. Why was that so British? So expectations are quite high for this compact four-door sports car. It is not only well, $500 a month is quite a lot, but not for a 400 horsepower car. Only thing that is over 400 horsepower, only car that is over 400 horsepower and is also around the same monthly on lease is Dodge Charger Scat Pack. And comparing this car to Dodge Charger Scat Pack, this car feels a little bit more premium. This car is all-wheel drive. It isn't as loud as a Charger Scat Pack, and if you don't want a old school V8 and you want a new technologically advanced turbocharged V6, this is the car for you. This is tunable, this is good looking, quite a tuner looking if you will, and in a very rather classy way. And today I'm going to take you guys on a tour of this Infiniti Q50 Redsport, and today I will show you why this car is the best car you can lease for $500 a month. Alrighty guys, quick change of demographics and where we are filming the car. I think this place and darkness of this place will appear to this black dark car a little better, but obviously it had to start raining in New York. I don't know why I'm going back and forth, but it had to start raining in New York, otherwise there wouldn't be a video in New York. You know, you gotta get your coffee, you know, you gotta get your umbrella when you're going outside. It's that whole deal. But anyways, regardless, let's now start talking about the exterior of this car and tell you guys how much I like this car, even though there isn't really much of special things going on with the exterior of this car. It's just a very sporty, a little but big, compact saloon car, four-door car, and it just appeals to me pretty good. You got very nice and distinct headlights with the LED styling, and you got a pretty nice fog lights down here with some daytime running LED strip as a parking lights. You got a pretty good looking grille, to be honest, sort of a wavy style mesh grille, and a pretty large Infiniti badge in the middle of it. What I don't like that people do to this car is the Mercedes style lighting thingy that goes onto the Infiniti badge. I don't think that's good looking. I think it's pretty tacky. As you guys see, this owner decided to do fake carbon fiber. Sorry, fake. That is fake. Fake carbon fiber number plate cover, and it doesn't have much of an exterior carbon fiber package, this car, but it's still pretty appealing to me. What I would do is I would black this stream thingy out, and it's gonna look even better and even more appealing to my eyes. Otherwise, it's pretty good, sporty looking, but ordinary front end. Alrighty then, ladies and gents, let's now move towards the side of this car and let's talk about the side profile of it, and let's say what's different from the base model of Q50. Admittedly, not many things, except for the rear quarter panel. Looking from this angle, you will see the side skirts of this car, which are not in carbon fiber, as I mentioned before, and you see that side skirt is not very different from the base model Q50, but I like that. I like the fact that this car is subtle. You know, it doesn't have those tacky add-on bits that 340i may have. I like the fact that it's quite curvy and it has a very curvy lines to it. Although this car is pretty basic and not many special exterior bits are apparent when you see the car, it's still pretty good looking car. It's very ordinary, but yet very sporty, and appeals to my eyes as a classy, sporty saloon car, which is a good thing. And as you come take a look at the rear 3/4 of a side profile of this car, I think this is a very good angle. If you guys take a look, this is a very good angle of this car. You see the good part of the LED taillights of this, and you see the good part of the spoiler that you have. You see pretty decent wheels that this car has, even though they're not very spaced out, and obviously that is mandated by the government. And you see everything that's ordinary of the Q50 and a little more that is added on the Q50 Redsport. Now let's move on to the best exterior looking part of this car, the rear end. I really like the way this car looks. I think it looks even better than the 340s, and not speaking of the newer ones, 340s and C43s, and all the other Cadillac and all the other competition of it. And as you see, the exhausts are quite differentiated from all the other exhausts from the competition that this car is competed against. You have Infiniti badges, you have a very nice looking spoiler, and you have really nice looking taillights, and again, subtle but sporty looking, and you have this not too abusive diffuser, which I think looks pretty nice from the rear end. Again, subtle but not too abusive and sporty looking. So now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm now going to show you the features of this car by me taking a quick glance around the car and telling you guys the basic features that this car has that is apparent from the outside. So we have keyless entry. That is a very good feature, and I would say it's necessary for a 2018 car. Obviously we have LED taillights and we have Redsport exhaust here, and I'm gonna make you guys listen what it sounds like. It doesn't sound the best. It really doesn't sound like anything, unfortunately. Yeah, that's about it from the outside. We have a sunroof that is not panoramic, but still something. Car weighs around 4,000 pounds. Obviously not light, but it doesn't feel as heavy as a car such as Scat Pack or a Challenger or a Charger. It feels much more compact. It doesn't mask its mass, but for a heavy car, it handles all right. It's not that bad. So, a couple of things to mention. First of all, I have my seat all the way in the back. I'm 6'2", 220 pounds, and I have to sit back, obviously. I don't like my backrest reclined all the way in the back, so that may be the reason why I'm able to sit behind me, as I'll show you that in a sec. This interior is one of the best I've said in the compact saloon cars, compact saloon sports cars. We have red stitching all over, we have soft touching leather all over, we have pretty cool shifter all over. We don't have those cranky little thingies like you have in C43s and C-classes. What I hate the most in this interior is this infotainment system. It's not good. We have two touch screens. It's not self-intuitive. It has a mind of its own, and it just doesn't come to its own when tying into this interior. And imagine this car having a facelift and having a system like what's the best system? iDrive is pretty good. I don't like the interface of it. I don't like the way it looks. I like the look of it and the way it appeals to me in this interior, this infotainment system better, but I'll definitely like the iDrive. The way the iDrive works is much better to me than this thing. This feels laggy, old, all the bad things, all the bad words tied together. Unfortunately, the infotainment system isn't good in this car. We have aluminum pedals, really good. We don't have that in BMW. Now, getting in the car is the hardest thing. Whilst you're in it, and when you're in it, you actually fit. See, there's not much foot room, there's not much leg room whilst you're getting in it. But when you're in it, it's actually not too bad. You just have to fold your neck over forwards a little bit and you'll be fine. If I straighten my neck up, then I don't have any headroom. But again, I'm 6'2", I have seat all the way to the back, and I have just an inch of a leg room in the back seat of this car. So overall, pretty good. Even the handles are aluminum, and everything is soft to touch. We have vents that are manually controlled. We have a armrest with two cup holders in it. What more would you want? That's about it. So now the trunk, before we go for a drive, the trunk is also pretty conveniently sized, pretty deep, pretty large, as you see. Now, can I fit in it? Can I fit in the trunk? I think easily I can. Yeah, that's very easy. Yeah, pretty comfy in here actually. Yep. That's a good trunk test, successful. And now, ladies and gents, what do you say we go for a drive? Driving this car, and let me start off by showing you guys one of the best things that this car is at launching. first, second, third is very quick in this car, like really quick. One of the quickest I've ever felt, to be honest. And it's effortless, but it also feels fun, and it also feels dramatic in a way because it doesn't really mask the speed. I love the power band, and I love the engine in this car. It's very boosty and it's very natural in a turbocharged world. Okay. I just want to do that every time. It's so torquey at the beginning, man. 1, 2, 3 is very quick in this car, and now we have police. We don't want no police in our video, man. Okay, deroute. We got police in the video. We don't want that. Now we have to go through town, and I have to show you guys what this car is like in town. That's not fun. There are stop signs in town. I saw a police in the back. Not there anymore. One of the negative sides of this car, it really likes to follow the road trace, and it really likes to treble itself on the road. The alignment of this car has a mind of its own, and it's not because of this car. This car has an actually active tracing system, or whatever it's called, stability. I don't want to know, and it's not going to be on when I'm driving it. But, and there's a big but there, the tires are very bad at a default when they come from the factory. Very bad. Hold up. And actually, speaking of power band, the transmission isn't too bad in this car whilst you push the car. Now, around the town, you can confuse it very easily. Let's say I upshift first to second, and then I let off, and then upshift again. It goes, so it goes like, am I upshifting and done? Okay, I'm upshifting for sure, because I now have pressed the pedal. So it's a torque converter. I'm not expecting anything more from it. It's not a ZF, it's not a, that's a 3 Series, nice. Oops, that's a police back there. So we're not gonna do a pull. Why did I say it that way? Pull. Pull. The suspension the car is pretty soft, and it's pretty wobbly, and it's not a sports car. This is a luxury compact saloon car, which happens to look good. It has a bomb of an engine, to be honest, in my opinion, and be quiet, luxurious, have a brilliant interior, and just go around the corner like every other car. Now, even though I'm eating an ice cream, I just got an ice cream, by the way, very unprofessional, I'm still gonna shift gears, and still gonna drive rather spiritedly. Doesn't matter that I'm holding an ice cream. I think that's the point of this car. At a very random, like girls like to say that, oh my god, it's so random. So like, randomly, I'm gonna represent the point of this car. Docile. Believable. Composed on the roads. Does what it's supposed to do, even though you're holding an ice cream in your hand. Okay, God, let me take this corner in a way which I want. Yes, no cars. Third gear. Mid corner, it pushes, but it really still goes there, and it really makes you satisfied in a way where you're not sure if you're gonna make the corner, but you are. So really, with good tires, and maybe step the diameter of the wheels down a little bit, so put some 18-inch wheels and 45 high tires on, and it's gonna be even better. I have to make a U-turn so I can take a corner. Corner numero 2. This is a sweepy little corner. I quite like this corner, actually. And it's very bumpy as well. But it's not a problem for this car. Even though I'm being a douchebag and driving with one hand and holding ice cream in another, still gonna take it in a rather good pace. Like, I'm afraid now that it's gonna understeer, but it's still going, and I held the racing line pretty well. So that's a good thing in my book. Now, it's not a sports car, but it does some things that sports car also is supposed to do. So, hey man, Infiniti, props for making this car. I'm very excited for Q60 that's going to have 560 horsepower. That's going to be like a double or triple Redsport or something like that. Because we all know that there's no sportier version of a Redsport. Peace guys, I'll see you guys in the next one.